Welcome to another edition of The Pursuit of Being a Stand-Up Leader, the ABCs of doing things right. Hi, I'm John Russell, owner of the Business Source, LLC. I'm here with my partner, Jared Whitman from Whitman Media, videographer extraordinaire, and Lucas, our ace video technician behind the camera. Thank you, Lucas. Couldn't do it without you. We've covered a lot of ground today. When we get together, we usually create one podcast for each chapter, which keeps them relatively short and sweet. And sometimes we get into long conversations about heavy subjects. And we're going to cover a different topic right now that hopefully is not too heavy.
Hopefully not.
Called happiness. Happiness. It's pretty simple.
It should be simple.
It should be simple. But there is a lot of misery in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sidestep the fact that there are situations going on our planet that make people unhappy, that you can't do anything about. But I want to make sure people understand that even though happiness doesn't come easy,
right,
it can be attained by choosing what you think about.
I love that concept, yeah.
Choose to focus your mind on the positive outcome, even if it can appear to be negative on the front end. Ask yourself, what's good about this situation that I can think about?
Yeah.
In the worst case scenario.
I think that when what you feed your mind into, what you put in your mind, really affects how you feel about a certain situation or certain areas.
Almost always, an individual's attitude is the determining factor on what they think about,
yeah,
and whether or not they're happy or not.
Mm-hmm.
We all have bad days.
Yeah.
We're all entitled to being unhappy when things don't go well. And I can list a million experiences that I've had in my life where things didn't go well and I wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah.
But with all that's going on in the world, happiness is not a guarantee, but it can be a choice.
Correct.
So it's a mindset. It's an attitude. You know, when the work you do is focused on creating happiness for others, either through customer satisfaction or helping somebody purchase something that helping you live your life better.
Mentorship.
Yeah, you're creating happiness. You'll find that people and customers will be naturally attracted to you if you have a happiness vibe going on in your life. To be happy and work in your life, you need a sense of purpose.
Yes.
In other words, what Simon Sinek said, you have to understand your why.
Yeah.
Which is, why am I doing this? What's my purpose behind this? Why do you get up every morning? What's exciting about a new work day?
Yep.
I, years ago, decided that I was going to like Mondays because you work your butt off Monday through Friday.
Yep.
And Monday's a hard time to start after a long weekend sometimes. And so you can come in on Monday and say, this sucks. I'm not happy. I don't like Mondays.
Yeah.
Or you can say, Mondays are my thing.
Yeah.
I love Mondays.
Make it your thing.
I can't wait for Monday.
Yeah.
If I have a great Monday, the rest of the week goes great. And everybody that I come into contact with on Monday is going to understand that I'm happy and I'm having a positive Monday.
Yeah.
And they look at you like you're crazy. But yet all of a sudden it's Tuesday and you just had a great day.
Yep.
Guess what? The rest of the week
Easy.
flows.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, you put all the trouble behind you. For long haul truck drivers, happiness comes from them knowing they're delivering something important that people are waiting for. For videographers, the happiness comes from seeing the end result.
Yeah.
The final product. And then having that product go out to the marketplace and have people see it and go, wow,
that's really good.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
I spend a fair amount of time on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
YouTube gets like 2.7 billion users every month.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of happiness there.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of entertainment there. There's a lot of education there.
Yep.
Entertainment, education. Apply yourself from a thought process,
Yes.
an attitude.
Yep.
I completely understand that there are circumstances where happiness is hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
Having a bad boss can make happiness very difficult to attain. Losing a big customer can swipe happiness right away from you. Working in healthcare can have a negative effects on your happiness if you're around people that die all the time.
Right.
My daughter's a hospice nurse. She helps people die. It's a different job.
Right.
But helping them on to that next step in their journey, whatever it is, almost got that fly. Helping people along their journey at the end of their life is a great thing if you look at it that way. It doesn't have to be a negative.
Right.
So
Change your perspective.
mental disease is out there. Depression is real. I'm not going to minimize any of that stuff.
Right.
Because I know people who have to be on medication to kind of ward off the negative thoughts. But my recommendation is choose to focus your mind on positivity, even if it can appear negative.
I think the more that people can become aware of what they're thinking when they're thinking it, and decide that they don't have to either think that or they could think of something else. I was having a bad day a couple weeks back or whatever, and I was talking to one of my friends, and I audibly made the decision, like, wait a second, I'm not going to be mad at this anymore. I'm just going to be happy. And I instantly changed. I became aware of what I was feeling, why I was feeling it, and then didn't give it any more space, any more rent in my head, because I had a job to do. I had other clients that needed. It was in the past. I can't change the past. You can't move forward. So,
Right.
every day is a blank canvas for you to paint the story of your life.
Right.
If you stay focused on that bad thing and allow that bad thing to disrupt your happiness of the fresh, brand new day, well, then you're turning a bad moment into a bad day, into a possible bad week, into however long you want to extend that out. What you feed your mind affects how you're thinking, what your happiness level is, what your sadness level is, and just being aware of what you're putting into your mind and how you're thinking, how you're talking to yourself. And if you want to tell your best friend this the stuff that you're talking to yourself, why would you talk to yourself about it?
Right.
I'm getting a little philosophical here, but like, happiness, as you said, is not just this thing that you achieve. It's a state of mind. It's a state of awareness. It's a state of being that you have the opportunity to continually be in.
Right.
But it's becoming aware of where you're at and where you want to be, and then understanding. And I've done this. This is why I talk. I'm kind of geeking out about it. Is that you have to understand that you will, be thrown off course, and you might end up going down this rabbit hole. But then just continue to be aware that you can change your mind and start thinking differently when it comes to being happy.
Yeah, it's interesting. As a stand-up leader, one of the things that I am going to recommend in my book is that take the time to meet with every employee to find out what they like to do and what makes them happy. And then help them get it.
Make it a personal mission to one. Owners should build a bench so that they have the people that they need to be able to do the things, their job, better than them.
Right.
So that owners can then focus on impacting the lives of their people in a more personal manner. And if you're able to do that on a grand scale, then your people are going to feel good. Your business is going to be in a good place. Everyone's going to be working for each other, with each other. And then, that's going to overflow into your customers. That's going to overflow into your services. That's going to overflow into your products, and just increase the brand itself.
Yeah. If you're not happy, you can change your circumstances.
Yeah.
I know that's difficult because nobody wants to make changes.
It's certainly difficult to be outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, yeah.
And looking for the questions.
What's worse,
change.
being unhappy and living a life of misery?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to say it's easier to cut the cord and leave your unhappiness behind and go find your new happiness and reinvent yourself. And don't spend your life being unhappy.
Yeah. we only have one life.
That's right. It's not here forever.
We have one chance. It's not even guaranteed. I'm not guaranteed to make it to 84 or whatever age. You know,
today could be your last day.
Today could be my last day.
So how are you going to live it?
So I want to live it to the best that I can, and I want to be happy as I'm living it.
Yeah.
Which is...
yeah, I know this is a tough subject because I know it goes up and down and all around, and nobody's happy all the time. But the reality is if you're having difficulty out there finding happiness, reach out to us because we would like to help you rethink your approach towards finding more happiness and leaving the past that you don't like behind.
Yeah.
So we're offering that
drop
just to try to make it easy.
Yeah, drop something.
So you do have somebody that you can reach out to if things aren't going good and say, hey, I'm not happy. How do I get in a new direction?
Yeah.
We'll help you with that.
Yeah.
So that's a little opportunity for you there.
Yeah.
And happiness is what it is.
Yeah.
Make it a great day.
Every day.
Thanks for being with us.